Welcome back to Co-op Comrades. I'm Soulfrno, and I screwed up a little bit on my base building video. I got a little bit of the tour missing from the actual video, building video, which I am going to take care of now with a little bit of fast travel, if I can get to work, which you guys got to see a little bit of it from a distance. So you warp in here and you get to do all your stuff here. I've got two boxes for things that I figure will be dropping off quite a bit from other places. You can warp in here, drop a bunch of stuff on the ground, then move over, and then you can pick up, drop, pick up, drop. I'm sure you've seen some videos on it. First thing I'd like to show off is the working platform. Got the crusher, got a couple different furnaces, so if we ever need to mass smelt, we can pop a couple of these adorable little things down. Do not. Don't know what you're trying to go do. Do not. And we'll be able to smelt things twice as quick now that we've got two of them. Next up is the assorted other stuff chests, which I tried to put a sign down, but apparently you can't put signs down unless it's on grass, which I'm gonna throw that into the games Discord channel for suggestions on a change, because that seems like something you should at least be able to slap them on to chests. I almost forgot to do the rest of it. Of course I did. And it's getting dark, I think. Unfortunate. But, next up we got the crafting zone. I got multiple crafting tables put down so that we can, have things like arrows going and other ammo if we can do it in these. And not be stepping on each other's toes. Got the, PAL workstation for the harnesses and things like that, which isn't going to be used so much, which is why it's over there. The repair table just off in the corner, since it's also not used all that much, but used fairly often. The advanced crafting station, which I have room for adding more down, should we come to need them. We've also got room somewhere for the Palsphere workbench, which I imagine we're going to have a number of those as well. That being done, the next thing I'll show off is the fact that I've got chests down for the different things you can collect from these stone nodes. Supposedly, if you put a single thing in a chest next to the resource, the pals will grab from resource and put directly in the chest, rather than making a mess of all the rest of them. And I got the same for wood. I'm supposed to have the same for wood. So, that's taken care of now. Let me go ahead and bring it to day real quick. And we're back with day. Next thing to show off is the PAL area, which during the construction process I leveled up enough to unlock the comfy PAL beds, so I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with those and all of the stuff, all the PAL beds up here. Probably going to slowly convert them, but I'll leave that for once I figure out if I'm going to do that. Got two of the hot spring things down, or whatever they are. I'm just going to call them the hot tubs eventually, so that more than one pal is able to de-stress at a time. Then through here we've got the medicine table, which only makes things to help with stress and disease in your pals, along with a chest for medicine should we find it in the wild like I had before. See, no longer cluttering my inventory with that. Next up, I got a chest for all the seeds, so hopefully they stop putting seeds in quite so many dumb places. Probably going to add a chest for the berry nodes, so that they also don't put them in dumb places. And got our massive supply of berries again, because of course I do. Since apparently having just 2 constantly being used berry fields makes a ridiculous amount. And got rid of the original sleeping hut, so now this node got more exposed, and I got chests set up for it so that they still don't clutter things up, of course. And lastly, we've got the mansion. Well, not mansion, but the close enough. We got the house. I'm probably going to be decorating it at one point with stuff like this, but for the time being, this is what we got. I figured out good ways to use the slanted roofs without having weird corner issues by putting the statues up there. I'm gonna have to put one of them probably on the platform, but for the time being, it works. It's fine. And let's go in. Got a fireplace for the light and a couple fancy chairs for me and the Quake, which you still cannot sit in. That's still just... That is such a sin, in my opinion. If you're gonna add so many delightfully comfy looking chairs, give me a sit action. Or like an emote or something I can do. After that, we got a fancy bar, which, since you can't sit, I didn't bother putting any bar stools down, but it is an option. And I really hope that this becomes a storage, honestly, because it's got a bunch of things for it. Outside of that, you got stairway down to the lake/river area for some nice swimming, or if they ever add lawn chairs down, we'll put a couple of them down here. In here was going to be the bathroom, but apparently the bath is extremely tall, so I wasn't able to fit that. So, not entirely sure what we'll do with this room, but we'll be doing something with it. And over here, we're gonna have the kitchen, which I already got this thing put down in the corner. Probably gonna, like, once I have the stuff made for it, I'm going to be putting things like this in, stuff like this, just, you know, storage. That seems like it would be good in here. Of course, if they add wine to the game, we'll finally have a use for the berries. And next up is my room, which I'm going to be putting rugs down and more chests and storage, like this wonderful wardrobe once I have the nails. Going to be plonking it down right over here. But one rug I did add was here, so that even though it's a video game, my feet don't get cold in the morning. Got a nice light right here, probably going to add, and another one over here. Provides pretty good light at night. Got a crafting thing, personal, basically bedside table type of chest. And this wonderful chest, which I put down backwards unfortunately, full of all my eggs! And I'm probably going to have an incubator in here for that specific cause. And the last thing is through this door, once you get the ability to sit, again, it gives a nice, beautiful view of the waterfall, of some of the pals that spawn over there, and the water, which they should probably add some water pals that spawn in there, but, like, you know, it's fine. And next up is Quake's room, which is right over there. And I am going to show off a neat trick that I learned. Slanted roofs. Really handy for certain times like these. The Quake's room is pretty barren, because once he gets the gaming laptop's power supply in, he'll be able to come back on into the game, and I'll be having him tell me where he wants all the walls, where he wants his storage, his bed, etc. Customizing it. Yay! And we're probably... And one other thing is, I gave him one of these too. Doesn't have quite the view as mine, but he gets to see all that if render distance ever becomes a modifiable thing, or if it already is. Don't know. And I think that's about it. I think that covers it. Got the elephant guy up there. Not fun, but pretty sure he can't get in. Had that, like, if you don't know, that all this wall is something to stop the NPCs from just standing here like this. It grew to be very annoying for me. Oh right, I forgot to mention. The reason that I set the area up like this is because I saw that giant, or like larger pal beds are a thing. I have no idea how big they are because I don't have access to them yet, but once I do, that's where they're gonna go. Might have to move the feed thing and this chest, but shouldn't be all that difficult. But yeah, you know what? I'll put down the statue just so you guys get to see the finished version, the currently finished version of the work area. Bring out the squirrel, because, you know, need something to help me build while the Quake isn't here. And 3, 2, 1, done. Now get back here, squirrel. I don't need you hacking down trees. Well, that's not supposed to happen. I put this thing here specifically to stop that from happening. I'm sure they'll figure something out about that. Lots of people have been having issues like that. Definitely gonna need that berry chest set up. However, yeah, I'll give you the bird's eye view of the place, and tell me what you guys think in the comments. Might need some better wall placement. Might be able to do something up there. Don't know. But yeah, this is how our first base is, and this is also where it is, because I saw a lot of people put bases down just all over and not have access to like any resources that their pals can mine and stuff and get the bonus resources from. But yeah, putting it here, got a pretty easily blocked off path that way. Don't have to worry too much from it that way, and yeah, your pals mine all that stuff, and with the chests, should take care of it. Probably a shorter video, but yeah, that's kind of what happens when you screw up the pause recording and unpause recording buttons. My bad. So I'll leave you with the outro. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and if you want to get some really tasty caffeinated drink powder with plenty of different flavors, go to either Swift Lifestyles or W Energy and use our coupon codes. You get a good chunk off. I think it was like something around 20 or 30%. Not sure exactly, because the Quake is the one who manages that more than I do. He's our PR guy for the most part. But yeah, one thing I would suggest you get the W Energy cup. It's cool. It's red. It's got a dragon on it. I got one from a sample pack, and it's just get the cup if nothing else. It's worth it. You're gonna like the cup. Yeah. Oh, and if you comment on one of the Palworld videos, you get your name. We're gonna nickname some pals after the commenters. I'm sure if you go down into comment section of the other Palworld videos, you'll see some of the people who have already been added to the list. And tell us what pal you want named after you if you have a preference. If not, then just go ahead and comment whatever. Comment peanut if you like peanuts. Anything will do, and you'll get your name added to the list. But, yeah. See you in the next video, which should be coming tomorrow. Bye!